the Joya channel. I am Joya, and it feels so good to be back in this space with you. I've taken a almost 2-month hiatus. There's been a lot of things going on, not too dramatic, anything like that, but life just happened. I celebrated a birthday on December 23rd. My sister celebrated a birthday on December 21st. We had an amazing holiday season. I went back to Memphis. As many of you know who've been following this channel, I relocated to Atlanta in March. I'm not one of those YouTubers that like to conceal where I live. I do live in Atlanta. I believe that it builds community and it helps us to connect with one another on these YouTube streets. But nevertheless, for the past 3 weeks or so, I've seen an uptick in subscribing to my channel. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me over the past 3 weeks. It has not gone unnoticed. Some of you have even left comments on old videos, and one of you even suggested content for this video. The title of this video is What to Do When Your Partner Checks Out. I'm just gonna be sharing my experiences. I'm not a guru, I'm not an expert. I am just your friend, your sister, somebody at the bus stop talking to you about my journey and the things that I've been through. But before we do that, I am going to be more intentional in 2022, asking you to subscribe to my channel, asking you to like it, asking you to share it. Yes, at first I started off and I was like, I'm just gonna do like a diary style video, and whoever finds it, find it. The message is for them. Whoever doesn't, oh well. But I do want to start pushing content into the algorithm so that you see it when you open up your YouTube app, and that others are able to really share and build community with us also. Don't have a cool name for us yet. If you can think of one, let me know. But let's get right into the video. So, what to do when your partner checks out, and of course, checking out of the relationship. This is a topic that has been exhausted. People talk about this a lot. YouTube, people write about this. There have been movies about this, but every once in a while, when someone is faced with when their partner is checking out in real time, you want something timely, you want something fresh. So the first thing I want to talk about is 3 signs to know when your partner or if your partner may be checking out. And I've scribbled some things down, so that's why I'm looking off camera, because I want to remember all of them. The first one is unresponsiveness, bare minimum effort, or forgetting important activities or dates that are important to you. If you are in a relationship with someone and they are giving you the bare minimum, meaning planning dates or texting, talking to you, if you guys cohabitate together, pillow talking has stopped, if they're coming home at all, which leads to the second thing, that they may be going missing, or they may be away from the home, or they want to do activities away from you. That's another sign that your partner is checking out of the relationship. And finally, no physical contact or lack of real physical intimacy. I'm just gonna be straightforward. Sometimes you can be in a relationship with someone, and you guys are physical, but the physical interaction is very ingenuine. It feels forced, it feels fake. Or even if you guys are still having sex, it's very quick, or there is no type of emotional connectivity involved in the physical connection. So those are just some of the ways that I've noticed with relationships that I've had, sometimes that I've even done. We've all been guilty of doing this as well. But there comes a time when your partner is checking out or fading away. And sometimes it's hard to really speak about, because we all consider ourselves really great communicators. But if someone is checking out of the relationship, it really shows that that person is fearful of communicating, or there may be a situation like kids, or a spouse may be going through some type of terminal illness, or some situation that's preventing you from having that very hard conversation. So if your partner has displayed any of the things that I've talked about, bare minimum effort, forgetting important activities, not really talking to you, lack of physical communication, or going missing, they may be checking out of the relationship. We listed a couple of things or identifiers or signals to really help us to understand if our person is checking out, if our person is fading away, after we've done absolutely everything we can to support our person. But I also want to leave some room for nuance. We have been going through a pandemic for the past 2 years. There are a lot of people struggling. Just because you're in a marriage or in a relationship with someone, it doesn't mean that they can always be their best self. Everyone deals with change and transitions differently. So I will say, on the positive side, allow some room for grace. But if this is a behavior or if this is a shift that you absolutely cannot maneuver through or process through, I definitely would say 3 ways. I'm going to give you 3 ways to really take care of yourself if you've noticed that your partner is checking out. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm trying to get better at that in 2022. I really want to promote emotional intelligence and emotional capability. So I'm going to just share with you some ways that I have really helped myself when a partner has faded away or checked out. Number 1, I would say, is definitely have a candid conversation with this person. Don't beat around the bush. Don't sugarcoat things. Talk to this person directly. Now, I didn't say abrasively, aggressively, or violently, but definitely share with this person that you've noticed a change and it's not what you signed up for, and you really can't support this person through this if they cannot change or change back. You really have to understand, and this is number 2, to accept people for who they are. People change, things change, and situations change. If you are a person that is signed up for a relationship, are you willing to change with that person? Is a question. So it's almost kind of like Socrates. It's more questions than me telling you what to do. Do you want to change with that person? I had a conversation with one of my family members this past holiday. If you were in a relationship and your partner changed genders, would you be willing to continue the relationship with that person? Because gender doesn't correlate with sexual orientation. And that person said no. So the same type of analogy applies if a person has checked out. Are you willing to wait for this person to change, knowing that they may never change? Knowing or understanding that this is who this person is for this season at this time of life. You know, some women, some men wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years for a partner to change. Are you that type of person? I know I am, and I'm not judging anyone who does, but I just don't have the strength and the emotional capacity to sit and wait on someone to change. Accept the person for who they are right in front of you. And finally, understand that things will get better. Your best days are ahead of you. One thing that I always share with friends and family members is to never get stuck in a situation. Sometimes when you're in a situation in real time, you can't really see the outside. You can't really see outside the windows because the windows are so foggy and you're inside of the house. Sometimes it takes someone to open that door, open that window to show you that things will get better. Your situation gets better, but you have to decide that. No one can decide that but you. You know that. You know, sometimes you've been in situations or relationships or jobs or even cities and people have said, get out, things are better, life is better, but you have to make that decision. So I really just want to thank JC Dorn for suggesting that if you've done everything you can, if you've spoken life into your partner, if you prayed for your partner, if you've done absolutely everything and your partner still acts the same way, that is a decision that you have to make internally on if you're going to stay with that person or if you're not. Life does get better. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Joya channel. I hope you enjoyed this content. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and come back and tell a friend to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.